Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. You thought we were done? No ways. We've still got so much up our sleeves to offer you on this Monday morning. And we've got another special guest with us. Her name is Tiamara Andrew, and she is a remarkable 16-year-old from Johannesburg. She has graced us with her presence here in the Mother City. Now, Tiamara is leading an inspiring sanitary pad drive for underprivileged girls. And as the ambassador for Blessing Lives' second annual Idol Drive to Unite Sanitary Pad Drive, Tiamara is passionate about ensuring access to menstrual hygiene products for all. And her initiative aims to combat period poverty and has seen incredible growth since last year, collecting thousands of sanitary pads for disadvantaged schools. I mean, I spoke to you earlier, Tiamara. Welcome, first of all. And you're doing such an incredible job at combating period poverty at just 16 years old.
Yeah.
Why this cause in particular? Is it because you're a girl, or just because you realize that, you know, providing sanitary pads is actually a basic human right?
Thank you so much for having me on the show. And indeed, sanitary pads is a basic human right. And at the age of 9 years old, I attended a sanitary pad drive for underprivileged learners. And through that experience, I was able to engage with the girls, hear their stories, and especially their struggles that they face from period poverty. And when you look at period poverty as a whole, there's four main side effects. First is the lack of access to sanitary products. Then girls are missing 3 to 5 days of school every single month. And as well as menstrual hygiene risks. Girls are using unhygienic materials like cloth instead of using hygienic materials. And this can cause them to pick up UTIs, as well as their mental health is getting affected. So when I looked at this as an overall, it really pushed me and motivated me to really make a difference and break those barriers that's holding them back.
Sure. And you've broken so many barriers. And I love that you're also encouraging others to play their part in making sure that every single girl child is taken care of. And you've started with this drive, which is so exciting. It's gained so much momentum since last year. So tell me more about its initial start and its growth since then.
So we've had incredible success since the last event. Our aim last year was to collect 3 packs of sanitary pads. However, we exceeded that amount and gained over 6,000 packs of sanitary pads. And I think it all boils down to the community, that support that we got from them. As last year, we hosted a vehicle run, and the motor enthusiasts, instead of only bringing 1 pack of sanitary pads, they brought, they started filling their boots, they started filling the back of their seats, and started posting it on social media, and it created such amazing awareness. And for this upcoming drive, our main aims are also to create even more awareness, where we will be hosting a vehicle run for custom car, supercar, bike and 4x4 run around, where we'll be driving around the city of Joburg on the national highway to raise even more awareness. But most importantly, we want to engage with the girls that will be attending, where we will be educating them on menstrual hygiene, as well as we'll be having a gynecologist coming on board and expressing these topics to them. And overall, our main aim this year is to double the amount of sanitary pads. So.
And I see that happening. We're going from 6 to 12 and even beyond that. And I love that you've also touched on community, because I almost feel like it's the responsibility of not just the girl child and other females in the household, but the entire nation to ensure that we advocate for these basic human rights, hey? And, you know, it is Youth Month. Might I remind you that this woman before me is 16 years old. And we also are celebrating not only the youth, but also Pride Month this month, which I think is really important, especially when we have the conversation about inclusivity, right? And I wonder how that conversation of period poverty, advocating for the rights of girl children, and inclusivity kind of play together. Is there a relationship?
Inclusivity is the heart of what we do. And when you look at the values of Pride Month, it's all about equality, inclusivity, and breaking that barrier that holds individuals back. So when you compare it slightly to our initiatives like ours, we align with some of those values, where our main aims is to create a more inclusive society, break those barriers that holds individuals back. So there is similarities in that sense. So.
I love that. Well, how can people support this? This cause is absolutely incredible. Like you say, you're trying to double up on what you guys aimed to do last year. How can the rest of Mzansi actually contribute to what you're doing?
So on the day, there is a mass, as I mentioned earlier, there is a mass supercar, custom car and 4x4 run. So we will be hosting that in the morning, where individuals with those certain cars, they can join us, raise that awareness, as well as where the community can get involved. They can join us at the Monte Casino events area from 11 a.m. in the morning to 3 p.m. to donate sanitary pads. So everybody can get involved. It's a day where even the public can come and view out the cars that's going to be on display. So it's all about just gathering that community.
Absolutely love that. Well, information, of course, is on your screens. But I did have one last question for you. If somebody's not out in Johannesburg and they want to still support this cause and do their part to end period poverty, Tia, how can they go about doing that?
So they can visit our website, which is www.idlebrands.com/drive2unite, where they can send us a message and we can get involved and we can see how we together can make a difference.
Sure, beautiful. And we can make the difference indeed. Girl power in studio today. I absolutely love that. And speaking of, we have an incredible performance to just be that little bit of a cherry on top of what has been an informative and beautiful Sunday on this Monday morning. Yolani J is standing by to perform a beautiful song for us.